whole ethos behind Tallaght Childcare Centre is to offer high quality childcare, affordable childcare.
Well, I left school at 14. I went back to school at 50 and I trained and I have all my papers and I'm now team leader here.
What colour is it, Leah? Blue. Find something blue.
I'm a student nurse first year from Trinity College and I'm out here on my community placement, so I get to interact with the community and see different aspects of it.
Same for, say, lone parents and people going back into education and low-income families.
There is a need for this type of service in this community. Tallaght is a huge area. There is high unemployment and obviously a lot of young people, and we want to try and encourage them back to work or to continue on with their education or do a few different courses. So there is definitely a need. I mean, you only have to look at our waiting list to know that there is a need for this service. At the moment we've got 42 children and most of those children are here from 8 o'clock in the morning until 6 o'clock. We open early and close that little bit later in the evening to give them their travel time so that they can actually drop their child into the creche. And then by closing at 6 o'clock, most companies or most courses finish around 4, 5 o'clock, so it gives them ample time to get back over to collect their children. We're very family focused in Tallaght Childcare here. We make sure that we support the family and not just the child.
I was on my own when I had my son, and it's very hard when you're in a situation and you think you're never going to get out of it, and somewhere like here gives you hope that you can better yourself and you can go out to work and you can trust other people to mind your child. So yeah, it's definitely important. It's really important. I'm actually going to college at night to do childcare, but during the day now I'm doing a receptionist in a small company in the village.
We can keep our costs down because we get grants from various different agencies for the staff, and we just charge then a small fee to pay for our overheads. And obviously then we have to look at our client base and see basically what it is that they can afford. So we've come up with a very good fee structure. It's definitely nowhere near the corporate creches.
Now will we do our colours?
Market research, what we would do is we'd ring around local creches, be it in the community sector or the private sector, ask them for their fee structure, have a look at what it is that they're charging, have a look at the area that we're servicing, and that's how we make up our fee structures. Technology is paramount in any business, and that includes childcare centres. In order for me to access information with regards to preschool regulations, correct staff ratios, maybe menus to be used in the creche, it's great to actually be able to go online and either have a look at other companies' websites and see what's on offer. The approach that we have here in Tallaght Childcare Centre is that we actually speak to our client base, which are the parents. We have parent evenings, parent newsletters, so we're constantly getting feedback from the parents.
Apart from being good to the children, they try to interact with the parents. They are concerned about after school. What do they do? How do they? Like every time I move to a new house, I have to tell them, and they have to prepare them. Like, you'll be going to a new house, you have a new room, all those kind of things.
It's very important for us to have a very good relationship with the parents and take on board the needs of the child from their end.
A lot of our new children would have heard about the service from other parents using the creche over the number of years. They find that it is a good creche to be in, and that's where most of our marketing happens, on word of mouth.
I heard of it through a friend of mine. Herself and her sister had their children here, and just from word of mouth, and all they gave it was good reviews, and that said, the staff were brilliant and the meals were great and the hours were great, and that's how I got my son in here as well.
Hearing from a person is more important. You can always read about anything, but if you don't meet anybody, you will never know. But this is a person who's like, oh my God, the staff are good, because that's the always people are looking for.
You look at what the corporate creches are charging, and there's absolutely no way that our parents could afford to pay that. I mean, they'd only be working to pay for childcare. And by having an affordable creche like Tallaght Childcare Centre, it enables them to earn a wage, pay the creche, and also have some money left over for the finer things in life.